Good morning. It's about 5:30 a.m. and we are getting up and getting ready so that we can make the final push to Scissors Crossing. We live about 6 or 7 miles. So we're hoping to be on trail by 6, which is debatable at this point, but we're hoping to be on trail by 6 so that we can get those miles done early, so we can get to town at a reasonable hour and start our day off. Great campsite. Unexpectedly, we're on like a ridge up on a decent sized hill overlooking like desert plains.
Desert bluffs.
And so we expected it to be windy, but no wind, really comfortable. The only uncomfortable thing is that our tent was slightly slanted.
It just made us cuddle.
So, I had a hard time staying on my pad, and I had to stuff like my puffy and a few things underneath my pad so that my head was not much lower than my feet, because I noticed early on that I was essentially sleeping upside down, which was less than comfortable. So,
but more than uncomfortable.
So yeah, we're just packing up and getting our stuff together. It's still dark out and the stars are amazing. So yeah, we were hearing coyotes all last night, like howling, yipping.
And this morning.
And then yeah, like 30 minutes before my alarm went off at 5, I started hearing them again. And then not too long ago we heard them again, and they're further away now, but it was pretty interesting. There had to be a fair amount of coyotes out there, like yipping and howling. It was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's essentially the plan. I'm sore and I'm so looking forward to a 0 or a 00. It's time. We're both sore and feeling it, and it's definitely time for a break. So, I'd kill for like
Murderer.
a salad. Like we've been talking yesterday
Filled
about.
with a pound of bacon.
We've been talking about burgers, and I want like a club salad or a club sandwich and like a chef salad. It sounds so good. And for some reason, like I'm not a soda drinker. Like typically the closest I get is mineral water. But I have been craving a Pepsi, and I have no idea why, but it really sounds good. Yeah, so I don't know, and I'm so ready for a shower and laundry. Like I can't even explain how nasty I feel and how nasty I smell.
She smells fine.
I really don't.
I say as I try to get 5 pounds of stuff out of my nose.
I'm pretty, yeah, exactly. He smells just as bad as I do, believe me.
Oh, that's true.
We all smell out here.
I smell
it's
great.
Pretty gross. But, yeah, so town today. It'll also be our first official hitch. Like, we got that little hitch, in Lake Morena from the malt shop back to the campground when it was raining, but today will be...
we did a second time though too with
Did
the
we?
dude. Yeah. Remember the dude?
Oh yeah, we also got another hitch in Lake Morena.
I forgot about that.
From the malt shop.
We didn't hitchhike from that, he offered.
Yeah, from the malt shop to, so just from the malt shop to the campground both times. So turn it off.
Into the darkness you go.
But so there's no good way to do this. All right. So,
Ghost
got,
story time.
so we
Gonna be
got
visible or not?
2 hitches so far, but they were both in Lake Morena and they were both super small. But this will be our first official hitch, like walking up to the road, the highway, whatever it is, and sticking our thumbs out. So that should be an interesting experience. We hear that it's a really easy hitch.
There's a ton of cars out there.
We've been hearing cars kind of nonstop since we came around the ridge, so I kind of believe it's an easy hitch, like
Just by
fair
sheer
amount of
volume.
traffic. But it should be interesting to actually hitchhike for the very first time. So, all right, I really got to start packing up. I will check in as we go. Stop it. Desert mornings. We're starting our day uphill. He acts like he has energy, but he doesn't. But
Tired, want pie.
we're going to get pie today. I promise.
First.
If you want to walk on pavement, sure. He wants pie. But yes, we are starting our day uphill.
Oh, it's a horrible decision.
Still better than any commute, still better than having to go to work. And really, when that's your morning view, like, you can't really bitch. But we're tired and so ready for town. So going uphill, when in our brains we're sitting here going, the highway is down. Why are we going uphill when the highway is down? Is mentally tiring.
We just saw you that way.
But after this little, I think 300-foot climb,
It's all down.
it's all downhill. We only have like 5 or 6 miles to go, so
It's like 5.
yeah. So, yeah, tired. Loving it out here, but tired. Ready for a shower and pie. But watching that desert sunrise is such an amazing thing to start your day with.
We're 0.2 to going downhill.
Yay, 0.2 to going downhill.
There will be a 100-foot blip
Well, that's just rude.
and like a 50, but then that's it. So we have like 200 feet up, and then it's to pie.
Well, let's get
They-
moving, man.
Julian, I think it's Mom's or something's
Mom's
pie shop. They give a free slice of pie, free scoop of ice cream, and a free coffee to hikers.
Theoretically.
This has been the tradition.
So we crested our first hill and now we're going slightly downhill. We have a couple of little uphills to go, but for the most part it should be downhill after that. All the cacti. So we finished our last uphill and now it's all downhill until we hit the road, and then we hitch into Julian. It's very, very windy, but
I love it.
it feels so good right now because it is clear skies and Californian desert sun. So, yeah.
I want to bet those are military.
Small update. I've been having like a muscle spasm in my like internal intercostal muscles, so the muscles in between your ribs, like on the inside.
Is that doing better now?
It's doing a little better, but I've been having like a hard cramp, which is making like breathing, and my one of the straps on my pack kind of sits right below where that pain is. So I've tried adjusting the pack, and that's not really helping, and I'm not sure what's causing it, but we've been doing some rehab on it and it's slowly getting better. But I think in town we're gonna have to really kind of work on it to get it to ease up and go away. It's been bugging me for the last couple of days. So it's made the last couple of days a bit rough, because every now and again I feel like I'm being stabbed in the, up underneath the ribs in the diaphragm, which is not fun. But, you know, I can walk through it, and it's not detrimental, it's just mostly annoying. So we're gonna get that handled in town. It's not bugging me too much now, but as you just saw, it's flat. I'm sure there'll be little ups and downs, but woohoo! And it's not rocky. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I can see the last couple miles being nice and quick. With this being the trail, this is glorious. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this away just so we can cruise. I'll check in later. I don't know if this is gonna come out on camera, but there are these flowers, and there are dozens of beautiful like orange monarch looking butterflies. And when Corey just walked through, they all, yeah, scattered. They're so pretty. There's everywhere. So one thing I definitely struggle with out here is the like nasty, no showers, no deodorant, smelling gross kind of thing. It doesn't bug me necessarily. I'm just very aware of it. We just got passed by a couple of people. Could be through hikers, could be section hikers, don't know which. Whew.
That's unexpected.
Ladybug. But we just got passed by a couple of people, a couple it looked like, and we're now downwind of them, and they smell like fresh laundry and detergent, and it makes me like, I smell gross. I haven't been in town in several days, and Laguna was, I had to hand wash my clothes, and they definitely smelled better afterwards, but still wasn't perfect. But we've been out here almost 2 weeks now. We stink, but I'm just like, oh, how do you people stay smelling so fresh out here? Oh well, doesn't really matter. It's all part of the experience, right? I just get to be happy that town is very close, and there will be showers and laundry in my very near future. Definitely happy about that.
tickets.
Fuck.
Opens fucking Monday. We're gonna have to go back Monday.
Yep. Huh? Rest day indeed. Well, that sucks. Oh well. So sad times. Corey must have accidentally scraped up against a cacti because there's a little hole in the mesh in his bag, and now one of his Sawyer bags is leaking water. So, looks like something stabbed him. And let's be honest, there's lots of stabby stuff out here.
It's a pretty stabby environment in general.
It is.
More stabby than your average bear.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Sawyer bags have like a 5-minute lifespan anyway.
They sound weird to me.
Yeah, I keep expecting flames. It's really having a weird visceral effect on me.
Haven't really been around cars in a while.
Nope.
Yeah. It's a good song. So, I think the desert's making me go a little crazy. We've been passing by all these yellow flowers, and I swear they smell like peach cobbler. Like, we're walking by and I'm like, warm peach cobbler. That's what sounds good. And I'm not even a fan of peach cobbler, but that's what they smell like. And I'm like, that smells amazing. So we're almost to Scissors Crossing, but it's like feeling like a desert today. Very hot, very dry, very exposed. And they just threw this like super steep uphill on at us right before we get to the crossing. Not cool.
Rock catch your foot?
Yep.
Gotta look.
Oh, I was. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh. Alright. Hey, I didn't fall. Whew. I didn't fall, but that did fucking hurt. Ow. Just stepped wrong. Scissors Crossing. It is weird. And now we try to hitch. There's a bunch of parked cars just up the road from the trail crossing, so we're walking up there to see if there are people waiting for hikers or something. There's Corey trying to hitch.
You smell pretty, I promise. That I'm lying horribly.
I do feel bad for people who are going to pick us up because we do not smell nice. Whew. That rolled ankle feels great. It's not bad.
You actually roll it or just kick the
Oh,
toe?
I rolled it. It hurts on both sides. But I've done it before. And I'm walking, so it's fine. Plus, we're gonna stay in Julian for a couple days. It'll be all golden. Whew. Miles. So, now we cross and try to hitch.
They looked a wee bit full. They looked a wee bit full.
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna bother. You don't have to do it before that, right?
Thumbs! They're on their way.
Not too tired.
Trying to hitch. There's a whole bunch of cars coming, so out the thumb goes. So we absolutely do not have a 100% hitch rate. We've like several, like at least a dozen cars have passed us, and
Should have brought a brush.
every single one has just like either ignored us completely or have smiled and like
Or stared
thumbs
at us
up
going,
at,
"What is
like put their thumbs up at us and then kept on driving. We're like, seriously?
Yeah, we're going to be passing some of them before too long. We've spent years watching videos of all this, and so it's, especially seeing in such a lush year, it's been really weird because it doesn't look like a lot of what we've seen.
Right. Well, you know, it was burnt for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just now getting back to its full growth. So, you know, all the trees that are dead, those were trees that went through the fire. And 'cause we had our 2 big fires that came through here back in 2000 and 2003 or something.
All right, so we just got a hitch from a wonderful woman named Barbara. And she was so kind enough to give us a hitch into Julian, and actually 3 other hikers were trying to get a hitch at the same time, and she actually pulled over for them, but she only had room for 2, and so they let us take the hitch instead. So we're really grateful to them as well, and hopefully they'll get a hitch really soon if they haven't already. But Barbara was so nice, and she just kind of chatted with us along the way, and it was super surreal being in a car for the first time in almost 2 weeks.
And I was the one driving. That was also mildly uncomfortable.
And to like be in a completely different place. We're in Julian. So super weird. She just let us out on the corner, and now we're walking into downtown Julian. So we missed the post office, which has our bounce box in it. So we are going to get a room, get some food, and hang out for the rest of the weekend, and probably head out Monday. So, whew, time to go. And look where we are. We're at Mom's.
Oh, Chris, that's some change.
Root beer float.
What a wonderful day.
Apple cherry pie and vanilla, and lemonade.
My body.
Hey, look, a cactus, like movie style. Thing's bigger than I am. So, update, we went to Julian, and they're having some sort of hey, there's some form of like motorcycle event happening in Julian, and so everything was booked. So we got a hitch to the Stagecoach RV park, where there are showers and laundry and tent sites, and it is hot.
The sun is intense.
But we're gonna stay here tonight. We're gonna zero tomorrow, and then we're gonna stay tomorrow night, and then Monday morning we will hitch into Julian, get our bounce box, have some lunch, and head on back out to trail. But for now, this is home. Doing laundry at the Stagecoach.
hanging out in that corner. Finally doing laundry. Ours is in that one right there. Ew, look how dirty I am. That's disgusting. So as soon as we're done with laundry, it will be shower time. Yay, I'm so excited.